Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. For all that have gone on this week and completed the activities, thank you. If you've not had the opportunity, please go back and get those done as soon as possible. Yesterday, we began our unit on the judicial branch, which again is outlined in Article 3 of the Constitution. And you watched the video that went through and talked about how our federal court system is organized and the three levels to it. The district courts, and then there's the appellate, or it's also known as the circuit courts, and then the highest court is the Supreme Court. If you can think back to a few chapters ago, we talked about federalism, we talked about concurrent powers, and I had said that concurrent powers are things that are shared by both state and federal governments. And one example I gave you was the ability to tax. Another concurrent power is the right to establish courts. So we have federal and we have state courts in the United States. The vast majority of court cases, over 95% of cases, take place at the state level. So today I want to take a few minutes and go over what types of cases does the federal court have jurisdiction in. So the word jurisdiction means the right or the authority to hear a case. So there's 8 different types of cases that would go to federal court. Then all other court cases would go to the state level. So I'm going to take a few minutes here. I'm not going to go through all 8. I'm just going to touch upon the more common ones. So the first one, if a case deals with the Constitution, so remember, there's 7 articles and there's also 27 amendments. So if there's an issue or a conflict with the First Amendment, freedom of the press, or there's a conflict with the 14th Amendment, that case would go to federal court. If it's a violation of a federal law, again, federal court. Then the last one I want to talk about on this slide is if it's a conflict between 2 or more states, it would go to federal court. So the example I usually give, let's say that, there's an issue with pollution in the Mississippi, and there's a debate between whose responsibility or who should pay for the cost to clean it up, Minnesota or Wisconsin. That argument would be settled in federal court. A few other ones, if there's a lawsuit with a company or a person and the United States government, federal court. If something takes place on the high seas, again, that would be in federal court. And the last one, let's say the U.S. ambassador to France, commits a crime or is charged of committing a crime, that would also go to federal court. So the second part of today's lesson is I'm going to post a video that is going to talk about the difference between a criminal case and a civil case. And just like you've done the last couple of days, you need to click on that classwork tab, and there's going to be a learning log posted titled April 3rd. Click on that, answer the questions. Again, like people have been doing, if you're confused by something, please email me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope everybody has a great weekend and has the opportunity to go outside and get some exercise, and we'll talk to you again on Monday. Take care.